Hey caregivers, and welcome back. I'm Kristen Galloway, a licensed occupational therapist and dementia specialist. This video I'm going to cover 5 of the top dementia-related behaviors. These behaviors can be very frustrating for both the individual with dementia and their caregivers and family members. And so there was a study that came out in 2019 by Ray Du, and I will post a link to that in the description of this video in case you want to take a look at it. But basically it talks about these both behavioral and psychological symptoms that come out as individuals progress through the stages of dementia. And so I'm going to talk about the top 5 today. There are many, and if you care to drop me a comment below about something that may be a behavior that you're struggling with, I'm happy to create future videos on that topic as well. So give me a thumbs up if you like this content and subscribe to the channel. All right, here we go. We're going to dive in. So there are 5 that are most prevalent. The first one is agitation. So agitation can manifest in a lot of different ways. The person may seem very anxious or nervous. They may be displaying repetitive behaviors, right? So cleaning, dusting, feeling like they have to do something constantly to stay busy, moving around a lot. Agitation can also manifest as wandering, sometimes repetitive questions. So saying the same phrase or asking the same question over and over again can be a sign of agitation, and also refusing care. So refusing to bathe, refusing to change their clothes. So this agitation is kind of one of big category of a very common set of behaviors we see in individuals with dementia. Number 2 would be delusions. And so delusions can manifest in a lot of different ways as well. This is a little bit different than hallucinations. Hallucinations can occur with some types of dementia, but a delusion is something more like believing something that's not true versus seeing something that isn't actually there. So a delusion would be something like believing that your caregiver is stealing from you or lying to you or cheating on you, right? So this would be an individual with dementia accusing their spouse of cheating on them, accusing their daughter, who is their caregiver, of stealing a valuable possession or taking money out of their wallet. So this is a very hurtful but very common scenario, delusions. Another delusion might be the individual with dementia thinks that they need to get dressed and go to work, right? Even though they haven't worked in 20 or 25 years. And so that can be a very common form of a delusion as well. The next category of dementia-related behaviors that's very common is sleep disturbances. And so you may find that the person with dementia is sleeping all throughout the day, but can't sleep at all at night. Or they may be very kind of anxious and wound up and wandering and agitated all day, and then it comes to be bedtime and they still can't sleep at all, or maybe they sleep for a little while and then wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and think it's time to get up and get going. So lots of sleep disturbances that are related to particularly the middle and later stages of dementia. Number 4 is disinhibition. And so this would be behaviors where the person kind of has lost that frontal lobe ability to kind of screen or filter their behaviors or their language. And so this is using vulgar language, inappropriate sexual conduct or comments. And again, we see this quite often in middle to later stages of dementia. Another one might be removing their clothes in public. So we see this quite often. Or these inappropriate language and behaviors are things that can be quite embarrassing to caregivers, quite difficult to manage, but there are ways to do it. And so the last category is changes in appetite. And we see this again quite often. We see individuals with dementia eating spoiled food, not realizing that it's spoiled. And so you have to go and check the fridge quite often and make sure that that's staying cleaned out and there's nothing in there that could harm them. Refusing to eat at all, which is very common in the later stages of dementia. They just kind of lose their appetite or just don't care about food at all. This can be related to changes in taste and smell. And then also sugar cravings. So a lot of individuals with dementia, that's the only thing they want to eat is something sweet or drink something sweet. So changes in appetite can be very frustrating because, of course, you know that they need good nutrition. If you're interested in learning more about how to tackle a lot of these dementia-related behaviors, click the link in the description of this video to sign up for the pre-registration for my caregiving course, or watch some of my other videos, which I'll also link below, that discuss how to deal with a lot of these dementia-related behaviors and strategies that you can use right away in your day-to-day caregiving to help you address some of these challenging behaviors. So again, as always, hats off to you caregivers for all the love, compassion, time, and energy you put into taking care of your loved ones with dementia. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.